All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Most Circus podcast. I am your host, Steven, along with the other hosts, Diver and Garcia. Say hi, guys.
What up? What up?
I want Tyler back.
Ugh, dude, I feel like shit.
Bring back Tyler. This guy sucks.
No, man, I feel like shit. I feel drained.
Is everybody just kind of that way today?
I don't know, man. I
exhausted?
just started feeling like shit after lunch, man. Like I felt sick.
What'd you eat?
I had like my normal meal prep, man, but I just felt
Yeah.
like shit. I don't know,
Yeah.
man. Just chicken and vegetables.
Maybe some midweek just aches. Who knows? You never know.
Yeah, maybe. I don't fucking know. I'm like, shit. I'll be all right. Another day, another dollar. We made it to fucking Wednesday, hump day.
I was gonna say,
Mhm.
I was so disappointed that today was Wednesday. I was like,
Why?
just,
What's wrong with you?
well, like I'm glad we do the podcast, right? But I was like, it's only Wednesday. Like that sucks. Like I just
I don't know,
wanted, I wanted to be like Thursday, like at 9 o'clock at night, or Friday at 2 in the afternoon.
Jeez.
I'm ready for the weekend to be here again.
Yeah, same. I'm ready.
So, Tyler's not here. I mean, as you can tell,
No.
we're already burning down everything and demanding he return.
Facts.
But he'll be here soon, so
Oh yeah.
it won't be me for very long. But we're going to get started with some other stuff. We were going to try to pop football out right out of the way, but we'll wait till Tyler gets here.
No, that's cool.
So,
Fair.
does anybody have a question that they want to ask or a joke they want to tell before we start talking about other stuff?
I got nothing.
Nothing? No?
Nothing. Not even a dad joke.
What
I
about...
said my dad joke already for the day.
it was
Yeah,
a good one. It was a good one. Okay, well, Tyler likes to start these off. You know, what's your favorite whatever? You know, what's the best this? I feel like we go scorched earth. You know, after last week, we had some good energy.
Yeah.
Let's piss some people off. What is the worst food on the planet? Like if you had to eat it or your family would die, you just like, bye guys. It was nice knowing you. Like I'm not eating this.
Fuck, that's tough.
See, not for me. I
What
would
is it?
go Brussels sprouts is one of them. I can't stand them. They make your piss smell. They just smell awful. They look weird. I'd kill my family for it if I didn't have to eat it. I'd pull the trigger myself. That's fine.
You kill your family over Brussels sprouts?
Damn.
Damn.
But like, I can't stand them. My old supervisor used to bring them in the office every day, and I literally had to walk out. Like, I cannot stand them. I don't know what it is about them, but I just can't do it.
All right. What about you, Garcia?
Fuck, I don't know, man. Like, I can't even think of like the dish that I just wouldn't fucking eat, man.
You wouldn't eat? No.
Nah. I mean, I definitely wouldn't just eat anything. 'Cause I'm bougie as fuck when it comes to food, but I'm like, I don't know. Fuck. I think it's all about the presentation too. Like, if it looks like shit, I'm not fucking eating it.
Yeah,
Especially,
you're gonna be
like-
more hesitant.
Yeah, like enchiladas, right? Depends on like the Mexican restaurant. If it looks like shit, I'm not fucking touching it. I'm like, nah, I'm ordering something else.
You're like that looks kind of fucked. I'm not
Looks
touching
fucking
that.
sus.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what's sus, right? We went to a Mexican restaurant over here, called Que Onda, and they had queso and chips. Well, the queso looked like fucking diarrhea, bro. Like,
Jesus.
no shit, oil at the very top, barely any cheese at the bottom, but it looked like shit. So I'm like, I'm not fucking eating this crap.
Yep.
You know, give it a shot, right? Go ahead and grab a fucking chip, mix that cheese and oil up, and it's just fucking getting greasier and greasier. And I'm like, this isn't fucking queso. I'm done.
Oh, that sounds disgusting the way you
It
describe
was
it.
fucking like blah.
That sounds terrible the way you're describing that.
It was pretty bad. I mean, their tacos were okay. Like, I had a chicharron taco and a lengua taco. Fucking good, but the fucking chips and queso, trash. And it's in California, so I'm not surprised. Northern Cal. SoCal, I'm pretty sure it's different, but Northern Cal, get your shit together.
Yeah.
All
That's my
right.
spiel.
All right.
You? What's yours?
For me, I gotta go back. Right when I turned 18 and I graduated high school, we went on this road trip to Disneyland. Right. Well, we went to California, but like my highlight was Disneyland. Right? So we had a 24-hour drive. It was my grandpa, my aunt, and then like all the cousins and me, and my sister. We drove down through New Mexico, and then we went through Arizona and all that, and came into Southern Cal. There is this place. I don't remember where we were. I fell asleep maybe an hour after we got into New Mexico. But they woke me up and they're like, it's time for dinner. We're going to stop at this little place, right? It was a little hole in the wall Mexican restaurant that I think my aunt had found like off of like a travel guide or whatever. So we go in and like right off the bat you can smell the chili is like burnt. Like you know how when somebody burns chili?
Yeah.
And I was like,
No.
okay, I don't like the smell of this place already. So we go in and I shit you not, like they had microwave burritos, like the kind of burritos you get at like at Walmart, and they had the stalest chips. And I'm just sitting there, and I'm looking at the menu, and I'm looking around at like the people around us because it's the beginning of summer. It's like June like 23rd or something, and there's a bunch of people and their kids, and I'm like, oh, a lot of people had the same idea. So I'm looking and I'm like seeing stuff, and I like this guy had like enchiladas, but it didn't look like enchiladas, right? Like, it looked like super processed cheese
That's
with like
disgusting.
a tortilla chip, like as like the corn tortilla, and I'm like, okay, I don't want that. So I'm going through the menu. I come across a stuffed sopapilla with Spanish rice, beans, and then it's got like guac and sour cream on it and all this stuff. And it was the worst food I've ever had in my life. Like I was so disappointed. The sopa itself was harder than a rock. And like they used black beans instead of pinto beans, and I don't know if you guys like black beans, but I fucking hate black beans. I think they're disgusting.
Yeah, it's alright. Depends on what you're eating it with.
Yeah, it depends on what's going in it.
But I swear the guac was like 3 weeks old. Like it was like, you know how when guac has been out in the open
Yes.
and then it gets like brown. Like I thought it was beans when I took a bite of it, and it was just oh dude,
You fucking
I-
ate it?
I thought I was gonna puke, and I was just sitting there. And this lady comes over. She must have been like the owner or the lady who was like the shift manager, and she's coming over all nice. And how's your food? And I spit on her shoes. Like I had to spit it out, and I felt so bad, but I was like, dude, this is the fucking worst food I've ever had in my life.
God.
And I ate because it was dinner. Like my grandpa's like, we're gonna drive through the rest of the night. You know, you better get what you want here, and we're gonna eat it. And I mean, yeah, we stopped at a little hole in the wall because we're traveling through. You know, you got to experience new things, and I don't know what that restaurant is, but I hope I never go back there.
Where was it at?
It was in New Mexico somewhere. Like I said, I have no clue. I fell asleep.
Yeah, not
and they woke me
surprised.
up.
Yeah.
Not surprised.
And I mean, that was the first time I'd like been out of Colorado, like to an adjacent state. And I'm so used to the way chili tastes here. Like that was the first time I tasted like New Mexico chili too. And I was like, this shit doesn't taste right. I was like, this is just terrible. But yeah, whatever that restaurant is, fuck those people. Learn how to make
If they're
Mexican.
even there still.
Yeah, learn how to make Mexican food better. Jesus Christ.
Like the whole state is lost on how to make it. Like I'm just not impressed with their Mexican food at all.
You don't like New Mexican food?
No, I don't like New Mexico's Mexican food.
Mm.
Trash.
Yeah, it was gross. But
Good question though. Good question.
Yeah, I mean we always come in with like a good old what's your favorite? We need to come in with more, you know, what fucking sucks.
Yeah, that's a good outlook there.
Yeah.
Good one.
Yeah, it's a way to make the night start off a little more intense. All right. Well, still waiting on Tyler. He did say 10 minutes, so it's okay. In that range, we're good.
But you
Yeah.
also got to remember it's Tyler.
And it's his kid, so
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is his kid.
He's
so,
it's
you know.
justifiable. It's justifiable.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's all
absolutely.
justifiable. You know, it's not like he's just sitting there watching TV, not being here. His friends.
Don't take it personal.
Oh no. So Respawn came out yesterday.
Okay.
They're working on 3 new Star Wars games.
Yep.
I guess EA just told DICE to fuck off. They're not making another Battlefield, or another Battlefront. Sorry. These 3 games are already in development, so they're gonna come out real soon. One is a FPS. Another one is a strategic game. And I think they already listed the other one as the Star Wars Jedi sequel. Did you guys play the original Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order?
Yes, I did. I actually got it on PS5.
Yeah. What about you, Dever?
No, I never played it.
No. What did you think about the game, Garcia?
I liked it, man. It was a good storyline, and the
Mhm.
graphics were fucking awesome on the PS5.
Oh yeah. I
It
don't
was
doubt
good.
it.
Yeah, it was good. I can't complain.
If the game isn't, if the sequel isn't like directly Cal Kestis, is there any kind of person you'd want to see it follow that's already established, or do you just care if it's a new character?
Fuck. I wouldn't care if it was a new character, but I would rather see it like open world instead of linear. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you. I understand.
Yeah, something like Ghost of Tsushima type, but like in
Mhm.
Star Wars.
But like a
I
Star
would
Wars.
want to see that. Abso-fucking-lutely. If they could do that with Star Wars, have its own storyline and everything, oh, I'm down.
That'd be pretty. That'd be pretty cool. I've seen a few people comment on that Respawn announcement that maybe the FPS they're making is a revived Star Wars 1313, which is that bounty hunter game that got announced like a decade ago, and then they just like killed it silently.
it. Yeah.
I'd be up for that. Like, I would
A
be
bounty hunter game?
a bounty hunter game. Like that would be sick.
That'd be pretty cool. I could see that.
Like, I mean, you don't necessarily have to be like a famous bounty hunter. You just be an original character there too. They do a good job at making stuff in that universe new all the time. So, but that's all I really got for the Respawn announcement.
Well, did you guys hear about what Call of Duty's saying now too?
I was actually gonna bring that up, but yeah, you go ahead, Dever.
Yeah, hook it up, man.
Well, so what? The next 3 games are going to be cross-platform and come out with PlayStation, but after that, they don't know what the plans are going to be since Microsoft bought them out.
Yeah, that's what I was hearing too. They've confirmed that this year's Call of Duty, which is the worst kept secret, it's going to be Modern Warfare 2.
Right. Yep.
Next year's Call of Duty, which is going to be a Treyarch game, and then they're saying that it's not the next Sledgehammer game, but it's a standalone Warzone application, which is just going to be like Warzone 2.0. Is going to be like that third title release, and it's going to be cross-platform. But they didn't say anything beyond that, so we could stop getting yearly Call of Duties. We could get just Xbox Call of Duties. That would just be weird, though, right?
Yeah, that'd be weird as hell, man. I don't know about all that.
Like, could you
I mean,
imagine?
I got them all. I got them all, but like, I just can't see it being exclusive to Microsoft. You're gonna lose a lot of revenue for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so I could see that's the issue, right? Is like I could see Call of Duty itself coming out and being like Vanguard and Modern Warfare, whatever, coming out and being exclusive to Xbox. But it's like, but then how would you do Warzone and everything like that? How would you do zombies? Like, there's other things that would come into play. That's where it gets finicky, essentially.
I don't think they'll ever go specifically console exclusive like a title, because Call of Duty is one of the best selling franchises ever. I mean, it consistently sells millions of copies, even when the game sucks, even when people don't like what the game still sells copies. So I think they'll keep it multi-platform. I don't know if we'll go back to like timed exclusivity though, like how it used to be, where like Microsoft would get maps a month early, and then PlayStation got like a mode a year early or something. I think we might.
Oh, those days are gone.
You think so? You think those days are gone?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I could see it exclusive for Microsoft for certain things, but like the whole back and forth, like it's done.
You don't think it's gonna be
Microsoft?
timed? You think they'll just have like straight exclusive stuff?
Yeah, I mean, it'll still be both consoles. Don't get me wrong. Like they'll still do that, but I think there'll be certain bonuses for Microsoft or PC.
Like
Yeah.
like extra skins or something like
Yeah,
small.
basic shit.
I could see that. And that's what I was really
And
that's what I was really leaning towards, was like they could do just like Xbox themed skins or PlayStation themed skins and stuff, and they make them exclusive or something.
yeah, they could. I could see that. But we're
Um,
not going to see that for like another 2 years maybe.
at
Because next
least.
year,
Yeah.
because next year is Modern Warfare 2, and then after that we don't know shit.
Yeah.
So I mean, I know, you guys don't care. But it was one of the things that like people who played Fortnite a lot talked about, was getting like console exclusive tournaments and stuff like that. And Fortnite eventually did it. And I mean, we could be leaning towards that with Xbox purchasing Activision. Like, they'll make specific, Xbox only tournaments or PlayStation only tournaments and stuff like that. They could do stuff like that,
Yeah.
which
Yeah, that's true.
in a way,
Which could be good.
yeah, which in a way could make it a stronger game. You have an Xbox tournament, a PlayStation tournament, and then you have the winners of those, or like top so many people of those tournaments go play in like a combined tournament, and then it could make the game a little stronger. I think, if you like
Yeah.
wave your flag, and then somebody gets killed by a flying car from a fucking kid with a hacked PC. Did you guys see that, by the way? The new fucking flying
Bridge or
car
whatever.
Harry Potter
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, I saw it. And
but-
that's the thing, is like, I know we've talked about it before. It's like there's really no point in playing Caldera until they truly push an update to try to fix everything.
I mean, yeah, there's really no point doing that. And it sucks because I mean, I still like Warzone. I still want to play it. It's just, God, it's so fucking bugged right now. It's terrible. It is hard to enjoy playing. Oh, Tyler's here. Hello, Tyler.
Daddy has arrived.
Oh God.
yeah.
That's the
Daddy's
attitude
here,
he comes in with.
There it is.
See, I knew I was listening to your whatever Mexican story you were talking about, and I had to close out Twitch. That was hard, man. That was hard to listen to.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow, thank you.
You're welcome. So, you know what? Daddy's here. The host is here. We're gonna party. We're gonna start off with one great Would You Rather right now. How's that sound, everybody?
Fucking A,
Coming
man.
in hot.
Coming in.
You
Yeah.
had to
Coming in
fucking
hot.
drop that shit, didn't you?
All right. So the first one we got Jesus, I'm having strokes over here. First one, we're gonna have a few of them today, boys. We're gonna have a few of them up for discussion. First one, y'all ready? Because we're coming in hot.
Okay.
Would you rather have sex with a hideously ugly person or a beautiful corpse?
Give me the ugly person. I've done it before.
I
Ugly
mean,
person.
Oh,
mean,
shit. So what if
you
she's like a
know.
10 and she drops dead like right there? Like, you still clapping?
I'd take the ugly person.
I mean,
Yep.
I'm pretty fucking ugly. I can't really say anything.
That's the girls. Would you rather have sex with Steven or a dead person?
Wow. Wow. You know how many women would say the dead person though?
Yeah, shit, I would.
That's facts.
All right, second one. Would you rather let Jeff Bezos blow your back out for $1 billion and it go viral, or have sex with a freshly dead body for $5 and nobody knows? Now, there's no
Give me
thing for this dead body thing, but just because I saw a few of them, I was like, this is a good one. So, which one are you guys going with?
I mean,
give me the money.
yeah, give me the money. I don't give a shit.
Bro, I'm letting Bezos blow my shit out. I'm gonna flip off the camera and say I'm $1 billion richer than all of you fucks. Oh yeah, all day I'm letting Bezos blow my back out. Come here, Mr. Amazon man.
Okay.
All right. Would you rather punch a baby and nobody would nobody how did I why did I
Sound
write
it out. Sound it
no
out.
hold on, I wrote this wrong.
Typical. You think you'd be good at writing by now?
Yeah, apparently I
The public school system has failed.
punch everybody. I don't know what I wrote here. Give me a second. Let me try and find it. Hold on. I don't know what the hell I wrote.
He's got to find the ancient text to translate.
Okay. Would you rather punch a baby and nobody would know, or everybody thinks you punched a baby but you never did?
Would you rather punch a baby and no one know, or don't punch a baby but everybody thinks you did?
Yep.
Okay. I'm punching a baby.
Just straight up punching a baby?
I mean, why get blamed and not have done it?
So here's my thing. I'd probably punch the baby because it doesn't say how hard you have to punch the baby.
This is true.
See, I was thinking like full One Punch Man on that baby. I was
You would have killed that baby. What's wrong with you?
I mean, yeah, that's also a workaround, I guess. But you know,
So
I find the loophole.
So I probably have one of the harder would you rather's for like a certain ethnicity group. So I'll let you guys figure this one out. Would you rather live 100 years in the future or 100 years in the past?
I mean, pretty much unless you're white. You know, 100 years in the past sounds like shit regardless.
I mean, if you're white, it's probably
unless you're that specific type of white, yeah.
I'm going to the future.
Yeah, I'll probably go to the future, honestly.
I mean, are we even?
Yes,
because
sir.
think about it, it's 1922. There's some crazy shit going on then.
I mean, are we even here 100 years from now? Like, am I just warping to a fucking desolate rock with nothing?
All right. Now, this one's actually legit. Like, okay, this one's discussion, not funny, but it's pretty good. Would you rather be a genius and know everything, or be elite at every sport you play?
I'm going with the first one.
I'd rather
Be a
be
genius?
Genius. Yep, absolutely.
I'd rather be elite. Knowing
Steven, you can't be
Like-
elite.
You could be like Gronk, be the
no,
dumbest dude out there, but be the most athletic, fucking talented dude.
knowing
But think
everything.
about it. If you're a genius, though, you know everything. You can invest in everything that
Yep.
lasts longer. Just saying.
Yeah, but knowing everything, like, that just sucks. Like, takes everything out of life. Nothing's.
Yeah, but
fun
when it comes
anymore.
to money, though, it's like fucking consistent. Fucking
mean-
banking money.
You know,
Yeah.
I guess if you're banking the existential dread and wanting to blow your brains out doesn't matter.
Hey, man. It's all how you look at it.
I can
Alright.
see both sides of it. Yeah.
Would you rather be surrounded by people who brag all the time, or by people who complain all the time?
I mean,
Fucking A.
you guys are already
you go, that
surrounded by me,
question.
and I bitch constantly, so I don't know. People who brag or people who.
Oh.
I would say complain. I can't stand the braggers.
Yeah, I'd say I'd probably have to go complain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dick suckers.
See,
Yeah. Complaining get annoying, but braggers, I just
I can't. No, I'm out.
guilty of both. I have a piece of shit.
Facts.
So I don't know. There are things that I brag about, and there are things that I bitch about. So I don't know. Am I annoying to you guys? I mean,
No, you're good.
I was expecting a different answer. Thank you for saving me today.
You're welcome.
yeah. I
Gotcha.
said, it's honest. Trying to be honest, you know.
Yeah, super honest. I don't know. I think I hate people who complain, but I know I'm guilty of it. But I hate people who brag, and I know I'm guilty of that. I just hate myself so much it flows from both sides.
All right, so this is the last one, then we can get into the more. Would you rather become a different gender every time you sneeze or die?
So basically, if you sneeze once, you're dead.
Well, no, if you sneeze, you become a different gender, or you
or
die.
do you
It's
just
either-
die?
It's not because you sneeze. You just rather die than change.
Like, there are so many scenarios that would just fucking ruin your life.
But could it though? Could it?
It could though. And like, what about a person like me? You guys know how I sneeze, where I fucking have like 40 back to back. Like, am I
your psyche?
am I like growing the dick every time I sneeze, and then once I sneeze again, does it fall off or does it retract back up?
It's like a lizard tail.
So I,
Hey, at
so,
least you
so,
finally
so
have a dick.
I get a sneeze fit, and I have just like 30 dicks on the ground. They all fall
Are they
off.
wiggling at the same time? They're still alive.
Oh,
and everything?
God.
No, or does it get sucked in and create the vagina? Like it goes, and then
Oh,
goes pushes
God.
out, and then sucks back in, and pushes out.
What the fuck? This sounds terrible. I might just rather die. Fuck that shit.
I thought you would pick die right off the bat.
Like, I'm trying to like find a way to stay alive here, and I'm like, that just sounds awful. Like especially if you're a person who has like sneezing fits. Like, do you feel that pain? Like, if your dick falls off, do you feel the pain of your dick falling off? Or if it doesn't and it retracts back in to make like the vag, like, you feel that pain? That's got to be a different kind of pain. Like, fuck, man. I'd rather just die.
This is the last one, I promise. So this one's actually a pretty good one. I know you guys have heard it. Would you rather be the worst player on a championship team or be the best player on the worst team in the league?
Worst player on the championship team. I'm still getting a ring. Still getting that money. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Because it depends on what team though. I mean, are you high school? I mean, that's really not. But if it's like a pro team, yeah, shit, fuck them. You're on a pro team. 12th man on the bench? Shit, I'm still getting a ring.
Yup. Still getting that ring.
Yup.
Still making that money.
Well, that was a fun little start to the, I guess, I don't know, what were you guys talking about before I got in here? I heard Call of Duty.
Talking about the news that the next few Call of Duties are going to be cross-platform, but after 2020, they don't know. Don't know. I did hear today that they're not even going to be cross-gen anymore. Like, Modern Warfare 2 this year is going to be next-gen exclusive. So, that would kind of suck.
So we talked about Aaron Rodgers going to the Broncos yet?
No, we haven't talked about anything football yet.
Oh, sad.
Why? Is that what you want to bring up right now?
No, just
ain't nothing wrong with it, man, because it's a possibility. Because you get Adams too.
Yup.
I'll take that all day. You crazy? You'd be
Oh,
dumb if you said no. You'd be dumb as fuck if you said no.
I would say no.
You're fucking insane.
Well,
Yeah, that's why you're
dumb
not
as
the
fuck.
GM, because you said okay. So Steven, okay, so since you're the smartest one out of this, because we're starting this argument now. Here we go. Who you drafting then? Come on, Mr. GM. Who you drafting? What does Denver need? Who's your prospects right now, Mr. GM?
Who am I drafting right now?
Yeah.
Yes.
What position do you need? Since you said thank God nobody else is a GM on Twitter because we're all dumb fucks. Who
Is that what I said? Really? Is that what I said?
basically?
Oh, basically, yeah.
So who are you drafting? Who are you going after? What positions are needed on the Broncos? And who's your top college prospects that you're like, okay, we need this guy right here.
Let's see. We need a.
And what draft pick do we have, by the way, too?
Why are you coming at me like this? Huh?
Because you're so good at knowing what the Broncos need, man. Come on.
I'm just saying we don't need fucking the second oldest man in the league.
But you it's a package. You got Adams too.
We don't need Adams
Come on,
either.
man.
We don't need Adams
You're
either.
fucking wow.
The wide receivers we have are good enough to carry our team.
Actually,
You don't
Jerry
have to
Jeudy
trade
is
any-
absolute garbage.
You don't have to trade any of them away. You're getting these guys.
No,
I would trade away
we're-
Jerry Jeudy in 2
we're
seconds.
gonna
For
lose him.
Devontae Adams, I would trade away Jerry Jeudy.
Okay.
Well,
Well,
Because
shit,
Jerry
get
Jeudy had
something.
one bad season with a fucking
Steven.
inconsistent coach. Okay.
Steven, that's not inconsistent coach. He can't catch. Look how many drop balls. Go look at his stats. Before you start saying about coaching, go look at his stats. His drop balls were trash. He dropped almost every other ball thrown to him. He's the best, one of the best route runners in the league, but I can name 5 or 6 better ones. He's fast. What else can he do?
He's also in his fucking second season. Holy shit. It's
Okay.
the end of the world.
Okay, no. As a professional wide receiver that's drafted number what, 14, 15, 13, you should be able to catch a ball.
I
It's
don't
the
know. It took
NFL.
Amari Cooper a while.
Amari
You
Cooper-
know,
It did. And if Jerry Jeudy does actually get a good quarterback, Rodgers, he could
He
become.
doesn't need a good quarterback. He needs somebody.
Yeah.
who-
what?
He needs
The
somebody.
fuck am I hearing? What the fuck?
He needs somebody who knows how to fucking run an offense.
No, he needs someone to get him the ball. Receivers don't care about if you know how to run an offense. Justin Jefferson doesn't care if you can run an offense. He cares that Kirk Cousins can get him the ball.
That's preach.
These receivers care that you can get them the ball. They don't care if you can run an offense. The quarterbacks need to take over. Yes, I agree. But when it comes to receivers, you don't care that you know how to run an offense if you're running the ball every other down. You just care that you know how to, one, get open and show that you make every chance that you get go 100%. That's what you need to do. Don't sit there and say it's because of the offensive scheme. It's not.
It is 100%.
You got to be open to the idea, though, man. Come on, no one would turn that down. It's like Peyton Manning. You telling me when he was a free agent, you didn't want to take him?
No,
Come on.
I'm sorry. Peyton Manning was not fucking 40 years old when we picked him up.
He's not even 40.
Aaron Rodgers is 39.
That's true. I'll give him that. That is true.
I'm just saying, he's 39, but it doesn't matter, man.
But
Yeah, it does.
He gives you the
It's
chance
same
to win,
concept.
though.
You don't sign a guy for 2 seasons max to get another half decade of mediocrity. I'm not
Do
doing
you want
this
a
again.
championship? Do you want a championship or
Why-
not?
so why do you expect to have-
I'd rather we commit to a kid or somebody who's in their 7th or 8th season, somebody who's not too old yet.
So Russell
And
or
then-
Deshaun Watson?
Yeah, and then we keep moving. But
So
don't,
would you rather
don't
take
commit to
Russell?
some old fuck?
Okay, that's a good question. No, okay, I get you. Answer
you
that
rather-
question.
Yeah, take Russell or Deshaun Watson.
I'd take Russell in a heartbeat if we could get him. But I
So
don't
you
know
would
if we
rather
get
take
him.
Russell for about 3 or 4 years than Deshaun longevity.
We would have Russell for another 6 or 7 years.
I
Russell's,
wouldn't say he's going to
I
be.
don't
in
think
for
he's
6
gonna
or 7.
last
He's
that
already
long.
40. What? 33?
Russell's in his
Yep.
9th season. Russell,
Yeah, but you think
Russell
about
can
all the
last.
hits that he's taken. He's one of the top sack quarterbacks in the
Okay,
league.
you don't want to take
He's
Russell, take
taking hits.
Deshaun. But don't take Aaron
Dude.
Rodgers.
But it is the same concept of before the Broncos taking Wes Welker and Peyton Manning. Granted, yes, but as Steven said, not as old,
Okay.
but still. You
But
were
Peyton
still
was
taking,
coming off a neck
no,
surgery.
yes, but you were still taking the number 1 receiver in the fucking league, and arguably, who's better?
Wes was number 1.
Who was better at that point? I mean, Wes Welker was good because.
no,
if
no, I'm
you-
talking now. I'm talking now. I'm talking now.
Oh, Devontae. Oh, no one's better.
Yeah,
than
yeah, I'm
Devontae.
talking now. I'm not
Devontae.
talking back then.
Oh my God, Devontae. The thing with Devontae. So this now, Steven, I understand. I see your point. I just wanted to get you heated because I love doing this.
I know
But
you fucking do. You
take
piece
this
of shit.
scenario though. Take this scenario. Say we don't get Rodgers, we end up getting. Now, I personally think wherever Rodgers goes, Devontae goes because they're best friends, and I think they are like yin and yang. They
Yeah,
compliments
100%.
are like crazy. If we were to get that and say we had to trade away to get Rodgers, say we trade away, Jerry Jeudy or whatever, because I know people are saying that Pat Surtain was being thrown out there, and people are like, hell no, do not trade him
Yeah,
away.
don't-
He
don't
is
trade
like
away Surtain.
and I don't think George Payton would do that. But say that we do get Devontae, say we do get Rodgers. Okay, Teddy walks. That's fine. You get Drew Lock and you sign him to another, few years, and you let Drew Lock then get mentored by Aaron Rodgers, and Drew Lock then comes in as a more mature, ready quarterback. What do you say to that? You say you bring in Rodgers, but you get the mentorship to Drew Lock.
What's it going to affect our cap?
It wouldn't.
Who are we going to have to not
We
sign
have over
back on a con?
$60 million in cap.
Dude,
Yeah, I say the Broncos
Aaron-
have a
Aaron-
ton
lot
of
of
cap.
Aaron Rodgers is going to want $30 million each for one
Okay.
season.
That's fine.
And then Devontae, what are you going to pay Devontae? What is Devontae
probably
worth?
He'll probably hit in my eyes, personally, 20.
Okay, so then you got 10.
So so say that But then you think about all the trades that we're going to get rid of too. If we were to have to trade for Aaron Rodgers, we're probably going to give up more draft picks than trades, yes, or players. But you think about a scenario, you get Devontae again. Would you be okay with the fact? Don't think about cap. Don't think about. Just think about. You just said 2 years and we go to mediocrity. Why don't we get an Aaron Rodgers who can mentor somebody who is way better at mentoring than? Because he just didn't want to mentor Jordan Love because he hated the fucking Packers.
Yep.
You get someone like Aaron Rodgers coming in with Hackett. Hopefully we get him. And Aaron says, okay, I'm here to win, but he's there to mentor Drew Lock too. What do you say to that? We keep Drew Lock for longevity. Aaron Rodgers comes in for 2-3 years. Rodgers retires. We keep Devontae safe for 3-4 years. And Drew Lock not only has the number 1 receiver in the league, but he also has Cortland Sutton, Tim Patrick, those guys to throw the ball to, and he's learning. What do you say to that?
I'd say Aaron would have to be committal for at least 3 seasons. Because I don't see
Okay,
it.
so what if he is committal then for 3 seasons?
If he's committal for 3 seasons and he doesn't eat up our cap, sure. But I don't see him being committal for 3 seasons. Like I said, I honestly think he's done. I don't think he's going to come back.
You think he's retiring?
I 100% think so.
Okay.
If he does come back, it's going to be because somebody fucking shelled out money for him.
I think that's what it.
I don't think he's going to come back for a chance to win. I think he's going to come back for the money.
I think it depends on what team he goes to. Because if he wanted money, he could go to Miami. In 2 seconds, he could go to Miami. Miami has over 70+ million in cap space. He can say, "I know they have money. I'm going to go there." Tua's never going to be an issue to me. They're hiring a new coach. I can go to Miami in 2 seconds.
What if he went to Tampa?
Tampa would be interesting, but I don't think they have enough. I don't think with the amount of people that are probably going to leave if Tom Brady leaves.
Yeah, I mean, Bruce Arians already said he's already tearing the team apart. Like, this is the last time a lot of them are playing together.
Yeah, because I mean, Ryan Jensen, there's rumors saying Denver's looking at Ryan Jensen. That would be an upgrade for that line, a huge upgrade for the line.
Yeah, and I mean,
Jensen plus Aaron Rodgers back there, or at least a new quarterback back there, and you have one of the best center in the league, hiking you the ball, snapping the ball. I think that's a win-win situation.
Yeah.
And I mean, Rob Gronkowski is thinking about retiring now too.
Yep, saw that.
Yep. He said, if you were to ask me today, he's like, yeah, I'm done.
I mean, he only came back for Tom anyway.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, true, we're right.
And I mean, if the loss Saturday was Tom Brady's last game, Gronkowski's
gone. Oh yeah.
Well, yeah.
I think Godwin leaves. Jensen will probably leave. Fournette will probably leave.
Evans will ask for a trade. Evan won't want to be there. Not with a young quarterback. Not with no team.
Yeah. I mean, at least Jameis could get him the ball.
Maybe, yeah.
But, I mean, you look at the free agents, people are saying that if we don't get Devontae, we can go after Michael Gallup. Colorado's his home state.
I'd take Michael Gallup.
Yeah, he stays healthy. He's not a bad receiver.
Not at all.
That's the healthy thing, though.
Yeah. But again, you think about as a GM, what are Denver's needs? A quarterback. You get a quarterback, you win games. You literally can take that step because we can't compete. And Fangio, was messed up for saying it, I think, publicly. But if you think about how Denver looks as far as the AFC West, they can't compete with those quarterbacks without an actual quarterback. You can't.
Yep.
I still just.
We didn't win. We can't win without a quarterback because a quarterback will get you those points.
Yep.
I'm telling you, it's the committal. I mean, I don't know what the deal is with these kids, but the committal. Look at what the Giants GM or the Giants owner just did today, saying they're committing to Daniel Jones. Like, that is such a thing that you don't see anymore. You don't. Daniel Jones has had a subpar few seasons to start off his career, and they're still like, no, we're not going to get rid of him. Like, I think that would go so far for Drew Lock if somebody just told him, yeah, we're not going to get rid of you, kid. Just work, prove it. You know?
But you also got to look at it though. Like, look at how many times the NFL has actually came out and said, like, any NFL team has came out and said, "Oh, this guy's our quarterback," and then a couple weeks later, all of a sudden they're gone or
But
they got replaced.
that's what I'm saying. Be committal. These kids are 21, 22, 23 years old, and when you draft them and tell them you're our future kid, we're gonna bet on you, and then 6 weeks in you're like, what the fuck is your problem? You're putting all the blame on a kid. I mean,
Jamarcus Russell.
Exactly.
He was garbage.
And I mean,
he was absolutely the laziest piece of garbage you would ever see on a football field. If you think just because they didn't commit to him, he was garbage.
Yes, he was dog shit, and he didn't want to put in the work. But I'm telling you, most of these kids will. You can't just sit there and go 6 weeks in, just fuck you. You know,
Steven, it's not a wait now league. It's a win now league. That's what they want. They want
that's what gets you to this position. That's what gets you to where Denver is.
They're not producing.
No, not the not production. The win now mentality is what gets you into the situation. It's why the Browns became the Browns. It's why Cincinnati didn't win a playoff game for almost 30 or 40 years, something like that. Because they're non-committal. They don't give a shit.
I mean, they committed to Carson Palmer for quite a while.
Palmer, Ocho Cinco.
Because Carson Palmer was giving them winning seasons, but I mean they could never keep a team together.
That's committing. They committed.
I don't know. It's the non-committal.
I really think that's what do you say about Stafford then? They committed to Stafford and they still couldn't win.
They went 0-16.
They didn't fully commit to Matthew Stafford. They still never got him a line after the fucking years he was there.
The Lions never did. The Lions could never get a line. They had Calvin. They had Barry Sanders. I mean, they committed to those guys, and they committed basically suicide with those guys too because they ruined their careers. But Stafford got lucky enough to get out of there, and now look where he is.
Yeah.
But again, Stafford has the talent to be committed to. Drew Lock has not shown that talent to be committed to.
There have been flashes. There have definitely been flashes.
That's a game? Like, the fuck?
Yeah, 1-2 passes a game. That's not a flash. You want consistency.
Those first 3 starts of his career.
Yeah, you just said it. First 3 starts of his career when nothing was on the line.
Yeah, then you grow on it. You grow on it. You don't sit there and tell the kid, all right, bye.
And they did. And they tried. They tried, and they said, all right, you're hurt. And then they tried to come back, and he was like, okay, you're not throwing the ball. And then they tried to let him start because Teddy got hurt. He did not do a damn thing. His percentage was trash. He had interceptions. He could not score. Great. He throws the ball deep. Fantastic. Cool.
Drew Lock is not
doesn't know how to run
the future of that team.
He's not. Drew Lock doesn't know how to run an offense, let alone pass. I mean, he can throw the ball deep. What else can he do?
Played a total of 16.
What else can he do?
Doesn't matter.
What else can he do? It does matter.
No, it doesn't. He's a professional athlete that's been in this league for 3 years.
Played a total of 16 games.
It's a win now league. He can't win and can't compete in that division.
So you tell me he's played a total of 16 games. What's his record in those 16 games?
I don't know off the top of my head. Couldn't tell you.
Okay. So it's probably a losing record, first off. It's definitely a losing record. So tell me how, again, he's only played 16 games. So break down each game and tell me his stat for each game, because I bet 10-1 they're not too hot, except for those first 3 of them.
So you're going to tell me that running first and second down, having 3rd and 17 all the time, and then forcing a kid to go in and you better commit. You better fucking get that 3rd down. That's fair? Really?
It's not even just that, though. Look at Drew Lock's decision making. Look at his passes.
Because he's always in bad situations because of the coaching.
It doesn't even matter with that.
Yes, it
even
does.
when he's thrown on first downs, second downs, when they've been first and short or second and short or whatever. If he makes bad passes at the end of the day.
If he was good and people saw flashes, every single media person would be saying, no, they have their quarterback. They have Drew Lock. They can, if they develop this kid, they can get him. Not one single media person, not even Dave Logan, who is the literal voice of the Broncos, wants to keep Drew Lock because he knows that kid cannot get to a certain point anymore. They're done with him because they won't develop him. Now, if they bring in Roger,
because this franchise is spoiled, and I'll admit it, we are spoiled. We're a spoiled franchise.
That's great.
We
But we
expect
can't draft
wins.
quarterbacks for shit anyway. We can't draft quarterbacks. Tell me who was the last few quarterbacks. Tell me the quarterbacks we've drafted. Tell me who's succeeded.
None of them.
Okay. There you go.
How many?
We cannot. We have to go out and pick up quarterbacks. We cannot develop quarterbacks here.
You can.
We can't.
You can 100% develop a quarterback if you have the right system.
If you have the right system, but we never do. We never do.
Okay,
we need to go out and pick up quarterbacks.
And we have a GM now.
You guys are
who is
always
committed
defensive heavy.
to
John
developing.
Elway is one of the best quarterbacks of all time, and he can't produce anybody.
Doesn't mean it.
He was a terrible GM. He couldn't draft. He couldn't. The only reason why he looked good was because Peyton was here.
Yes, I admit that. I agree with that 100%.
But we should not go after quarterbacks anymore in the draft. We shouldn't. We should go pick up quarterbacks that can come in and win. I just don't think we are good at drafting quarterbacks. We suck at drafting quarterbacks. Actually, we missed on Josh Allen. Should have picked him.
Who said Josh Allen would have done? Who said Josh Allen would have done good here with this fucking team, with the way the team's run?
He had natural talent too.
It doesn't matter if the teams run like dog shit.
Well, the Bills were dog shit for the first couple years of his career, but
They were dog shit.
but he's
They're
still
all-
really good
Yeah, and they committed to him, and then they
because
brought
it's Josh
people
Allen
in.
though too. But it's Josh Allen. Look at him now. Josh Allen has talent and he wanted to work. Drew Lock doesn't seem like he even wants to work. Think about that one.
Why does it
They
seem
got to
like he
have their
doesn't
own
wanna work?
personal. They got to have their own personal. They want to work too.
Why does it seem like he doesn't want to work?
They've clearly said he doesn't show up to film.
Have they?
Yeah, go look up the 850 KOA TikTok about Dave Logan interviewing Steve Atwater, Rod Smith, and Terrell Davis, and all three of them say they've all been told that kid does not pay attention in film or he doesn't show up to film. There you go. And I'm taking their word over anybody's. That's three of the legends right there.
Okay, then you move on.
That's what they're trying to do.
Yeah, you still have to be committal with whoever you get. It doesn't matter. With
Anyways,
With whoever you pick up, it's got to be committal.
so a league without Tom Brady. What do y'all think?
It's gonna be weird.
It's definitely going to be weird.
I mean,
'Cause
it had to
there's
happen
gonna-
eventually.
But I mean, there's going to be the open-ended conversation of who takes his spot as best quarterback in the league now.
Mahomes. No one's close.
I mean, is Mahomes the best, or does he have the better weapons?
Watch what he does. Watch what he just. I mean, just watch him. He's
I mean, look
after
at
these last playoffs games, he's
look-
literally one of the best out there.
look at how Josh
Don't
Allen
get me
played.
wrong, I agree. I think Mahomes with Josh Allen has to be a strong too.
Allen's too. Yeah, I agree because Allen put on a show. That boy put on
Allen's
a
been-
show.
Yeah, he's just been getting better and better each year. Unlike other quarterbacks.
No, I say Allen's probably up there as number 2, and he has his moments where he can go back and forth. Because that
Yep.
man. Whew, yeah, Josh Allen. But I would say just watching how Patrick controls an offense, controls a team, and what he needed 13 seconds to drive down the field and
Yeah.
get the game tying field goal. I mean, yeah, it's weapons, but it's also like holy
It's
shit.
also on him. Yeah, he's got to be
Yeah.
able to put the ball in the right spot.
I personally think it's Mahomes, Allen, and then after that, it's kind of a toss up because I mean, you have Herbert, Burrow, you have Russ, you have Rodgers. Yeah, I mean, if Rodgers sticks around, I would say Rodgers is still the best quarterback in the league, and then
Yep.
Mahomes, but it just depends on what Rodgers does. But yeah, Rodgers at this point without Brady is the best quarterback in the league. Mahomes is there. Herbert is there.
Yeah, I think Burrow will come into his own and start making a case to be put up there, and I think Herbert's going to be the same way, especially with the weapons that Burrows has now with Jamar Chase developed and how he played his rookie year. You still have T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd, and even Joe Mixon back there.
What What do you guys think?
Who's the best quarterback in the league?
Give me your top 3 without Brady.
Holmes, Allen, and probably Lamar Jackson. As of right
You're
now.
you're not throwing Rodgers up there anymore?
Oh, well, Rodgers is. But I don't, like I said, I don't think he's.
So Lamar, you're taking Lamar at 3?
Yeah, I'd put Lamar at
Damn.
The thing about those 3, all 3 of them have different skill sets too.
I mean,
Yep.
I think Lamar. I was say I think Lamar needs a little bit of a better team for him to be on the level to compete with Allen.
I think if Lamar gets a couple of good receivers besides Marquise and Mark Andrews.
If he gets more physical receivers instead of just them just being fast, I think he could definitely show off some more skill sets.
I could see him being the one of the 3 stalling out, though. But I don't feel like Mahomes is going to stall out anytime soon. I don't feel like Josh Allen is going to stall out anytime soon.
You think teams figure out Mahomes? I mean, not Mahomes. Jackson.
I think they could. I really do. I mean, I feel like I don't know. I kind of get like this RG3 vibe from Lamar.
I did at first, but not anymore because RG3.
Yeah.
I mean, RG3. He was very like.
He wanted to hit. He wanted to go against people and try to take them out himself.
That's also true.
Lamar is smart with it.
Yeah, Josh Allen can do that because he's just a big body. Like he is big.
Yeah,
boy.
He's a bruiser, but Lamar's a lot smarter with it and knows when to run out of bounds.
He's very fast. He's a lot faster than RG3.
Yeah.
Now Deshaun Watson, where do you put Deshaun when he's because I think Garcia was saying this. I think those charges are probably gonna go away here very shortly. Where do you put Deshaun as far as talent wise? Because I mean when he's on
5.
When he's on. Like that boy.
Yeah.
I mean, he's
top 5.
I probably put top 5.
He's top 10. I would say Herbert surpassed him already. I think Dak is better than he is.
Ooh.
That's saying a lot.
Regular season Dak, yeah.
Regular season Dak. Gotta be specific about it.
I don't know. Any team that Deshaun goes to, they're competitive. It's not like he's gonna go to a shitty team. Like if he came back to Houston, we'd be decent in the division. But if he went somewhere else, like they're immediately up there.
Yeah.
Well, they were
even
saying,
if he went to Denver, I could see that too.
They were saying that he was a favorite to go to New Orleans, but now that. Or no, that was Russ. Russ is a favorite to go to New Orleans, but now that Sean Payton's gone.
I would avoid that fucking place now.
Yeah, now that Sean Payton's gone, no.
No.
Yeah, I would avoid that. Diver and I actually were talking about the Sean Payton thing. Is like, Diver was saying that he lost his touch, and I was like, well, it's only been one season, and technically he had a winning season this season.
It was without Drew Brees too.
Yeah, after Drew Brees.
And the last before that, he won the past 2017 to 2020. He won the NFC South. And that's, against the Bucks, against the Panthers, against, the AFC South. And this NFC South is pretty competitive.
The last few seasons, yeah.
I'd say back then it used to be because you had Matt Ryan and Julio Jones who were connecting. And, you had Christian McCaffrey when he was healthy and he was working. The Bucks really weren't doing anything. Jameis Winston was putting up
surprising little days here and there.
Yeah, they would have their days because Jameis Winston would get his yards and touchdowns, but then he would have his days where he would throw 5 million picks too. But, the more I look at it, I do agree I was wrong. But I also feel like I felt like I lost his touch because that offense wasn't as explosive or as big named as it used to be with the Drew Brees and Jimmy Grahams and the Kamara and Ingrams and stuff like that. I felt like you just never really heard about it as much.
I think once Drew Brees left, I think to find a new identity. They're not the same team anymore. Even if you bring back 80% of the roster when Drew Brees is there, losing Drew Brees is.
Michael Thomas, does he get traded?
Yes.
I think so.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where's one of the top places for him to go? Because I was thinking the Jets, honestly.
Yeah, I was
Give
gonna
Zach
say.
Wilson that number one.
I could
And-
see it. They can afford it.
Yeah, and I mean with either that or he could even go to Miami.
I was gonna say.
Um,
I think you can go to Jacksonville. Send him there.
I don't. Jacksonville's such a freaking
It's a
shit show.
It's a
I don't
shit
think anybody
show.
will agree.
But yeah, I
It's a
think they
shit
would.
show, but I mean, it's kind of the same thing though. You would give Trevor Lawrence the number one receiver. You still have Robinson back there.
How his contract's set up though is he can choose where he wants to go.
Yeah,
also
I mean,
He's got that no trade clause, so he could. New York would be a good one, even go to Giants to give. I mean, if they're committing to Daniel Jones, give Daniel Jones that number one. I don't know if they can afford him, but you give Daniel Jones that number one. He could go to he could even go to the Raiders, and that actually wouldn't be a bad pickup either. I mean, you could go to the Colts.
I feel like Arizona was one wide receiver away from really competing.
Well, you also have to look at Arizona was missing DeAndre Hopkins for how many games this year?
But see, I would say that's a fine excuse if Cliff Kingsbury wasn't known for blowing the last games of the season.
Yeah. Which, granted, yeah, he still has a lot of learning and growing to do himself. But my statement was more for Steven saying they were one receiver away.
Oh yeah.
You put DeAndre Hopkins in there, a healthy, season long DeAndre Hopkins. How does Arizona truly look then at the end of the year?
DeAndre's in my eyes, he's number 3 receiver.
Yeah.
Because I'm putting it's Devontae and Justin Jefferson. That might be a hot take, but I'm putting Justin Jefferson number 2 right behind Devontae, and then DeAndre when he's healthy.
Jefferson is definitely up there. His route running's incredible. His speed, his physicality, like the dude's coming into his own.
He's number 2. You give him another quarter like a Stafford. Boy, that dude is going off.
Yep.
But I would also say Cooper Kupp is not he's good, but he's not a top 5 receiver either.
There you go. That's a hot take.
That is a hot take. It's the system too, man.
Yeah.
Take that one. Take it as you will, but think about.
But that's the other conversation, right? Is he a product of the system or is he a product of his own?
I'd say system.
I think Cooper Kupp's the system.
Yeah, absolutely.
I say he's not top 5 because of that reason. If you watch him play, his route running's fine, but I can name.
Yeah, he's not an elite route runner.
Way better at route running. Catching the ball. I mean, he's white. He's going to catch the ball. That's the only way they make it in NFL is you can. Catch the ball. You got
to be good at kick returns and catch the ball,
throwing or catching the ball. But when you put in a guy like Stafford, that helps out a lot. And then you bring in an Odell who, does his own.
Yeah, you got someone that can kind of take the eyes off of you a little bit.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think Cooper Kupp this year was a number one receiver, but in total talent-wise, he's not top 5.
All right.
Yeah, I could see it. I mean, in reality, because we can't really say that he's a great receiver because he's only played with one team, which is nothing wrong with that. But when you look at it, yeah, you think he's a product of the system. It's hard to argue against it.
Well, I wouldn't say that just because of the one team, because look at Calvin. Would Calvin be as good? I mean, yes, he would because he was a specimen.
Right. But now you see Cooper Kupp's got a quarterback and everything like that. Now he's starting to shine. You get another wide receiver, take the eyes off of him a little bit.
Well, I'm not even saying about that. I'm saying like Calvin Johnson had Stafford, who that's all he had to throw to was Calvin Johnson.
Yeah.
So Calvin was getting his. Same with Atlanta with Julio Jones. Matt Ryan, who do you have when Julio was going off?
Yeah. I mean, Calvin really came in later and then didn't really start shining.
So, my top 5 is going to be Devontae, Justin Jefferson, DeAndre Hopkins. And then I got to throw, I'll throw.
Or you put Stephon.
Yeah, number 4 probably. That man balls out too. That man can, because his route running is out of this world, and that man catches and he's physical.
Yeah, and he's got speed to him.
He does. He has a lot of speed. And then number 5 has got to be. Oh. It's really going to say, but like this year, I would say you could put Jamar up there, but I think it's his first year. Debo showed something. I mean, Cooper's 6 right now for me, but 5 as far as talent wise goes. I mean, you have Mike Evans, Godwin. You have all these guys that are talent wise better than Cooper. Cooper just is a really good receiver in his system. I don't know. I think this year is going to be very interesting for a lot of moving parts in the NFL.
Oh yeah.
Dan, did we ever take a break or no?
No, we didn't, but
Nope.
let's just keep going through.
Might as well finish it off now. Yeah, so this weekend is the AFC Championship and NFC Championship. So who y'all got in the Super Bowl?
Bengals, Rams.
I want to see Bengals Rams, but I think it'll probably end up being Chiefs Rams.
Yep, Chiefs Rams.
I just hope it's not the Chiefs, so we don't have to hear about freaking. I told Diver his wife and his brother.
His brother, yeah.
Jesus
So we
Christ.
don't have to hear about the entourage of Pat Mahomes.
I don't think Pat Mahomes wants that entourage.
I just want to see the
kinda
Rams win it
does.
all.
He married her.
That's true.
Well, he hasn't married her yet. He got a baby with her. They're not married. But I would love to see the Rams win it because you could see Vaughn get another one, and Donald get his, Stafford get his. That would be cool to see them.
Yeah.
Ramsey, you can hear him talk all the shit.
He's gonna pull his Richard
That's
Sherman
right.
shit out.
That's right.
That'd be fun. Who's Oh God, what was I gonna ask? Fuck. I was gonna ask something because I know I'm drinking another one of these Crown Peaches, and now it's like starting to.
Yeah.
It was hitting, and now it's like kind of doing the downside. Yeah, I don't know what I was gonna talk about now. Did y'all see the MLB who got inducted?
Yep.
Big Poppy.
Big Poppy.
Was there
Did Brady Bunch get in?
Who?
No.
Oh, Brady
What about fuck, who's the pitcher going up?
Roger Clemens?
Did he
No,
get in?
he didn't get
No.
in. That was his last year too. That was his last year of eligibility. So the only way he can get in is like if the players committee votes him in now.
What would you say?
Or it was like some shit like that.
Do you guys think Clemens deserves to get in?
So it's kind of the same thing I think of Barry Bonds, right? Obviously, Barry Bonds has been tested, and it was clear as day that man used performance-enhancing drugs.
They say that men use porn. I was like, yeah, we all did.
Yeah, but it was clear as day Barry Bonds was using. And obviously, Roger Clemens has gotten caught with it before after he retired, and it was out there. And so it's one of those things where I think it's a double standard type deal. If you're going to let one guy in, why wouldn't you let the other guy in? Because Roger Clemens, his stats wise, yeah, I think he deserved it. I get there's the downside of it, but again, it's the double standard of it.
What about you, Steven?
I mean, I kind of agree with Diver. They were tested because they were elite in their day, but I mean, how many other people that weren't tested? Who really cares at this point?
I mean, it's still a thing because it still affects and can definitely change the outcome of games. But that's the thing, is like you had to back then you had the big guys that ended up getting caught. You had, the Mark McGuire's, the Sammy Sosa's, Barry Bonds, Roger Clemens, and there was other players as well.
Well, yeah, I think moving forward there needs to be definite, There needs to be a different
Yeah.
decision moving forward. But on the guys in the past, I mean, like I said, the only reason they were caught was because they were elite and people tested them because they were good. I mean, how many people did it anyway? They just sucked anyway. They're just terrible.
Well, you also got to remember though, it's like you have less than 1 second to decide if you're going to hit a pitch or not. Like, so essentially, it's more of if you can make contact with it, and then even then, for the other side of it with pitchers, like it definitely helps you throw harder, throw faster, make better breaks on the ball, whatever. So it definitely changes the outcome of the game.
Yeah, it definitely does.
Yeah, like baseball's interesting when it comes to the Hall of Fame and all that. Yeah, that's an interesting thing. The lockout. I mean, shit. We may not. You guys think there's gonna be a season?
I mean, they've had lockouts that lasted well into the season before. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there'll be a season.
I think there will be. It's just a matter of how long the season will be.
yeah,
I
if it's
hope
a
so.
shortened season or not.
I want to go to some games.
Ugh.
It's just going. It's not even the fact that they're good. I just like going because the food is good, the atmosphere is fun, and
Yeah.
I think
Coors Field is just a great field. So
it is. It's wonderful. But I think I just have to go when a better team is here. Like I can at least watch. I can at least
that'll be
watch
like what,
something.
when they get sold.
No,
and they move to.
No, I'm saying I just gotta watch when like the Yankees come or something. Yeah.
Oh,
Like I don't.
that one you'd have to get tickets like now.
I don't want to sit there and fucking watch like a Rockies fucking Brewers game or anything. Like I don't want to kill myself.
Brewers
Just
are
sounds-
actually pretty good.
They are pretty good.
I don't.
This is
Diver.
awkward.
I don't care. I still don't want to watch the Brewers. I hate the Brewers.
Who's your guys' most hated baseball teams? Diver, I know yours. You're a Red Sox fan. The Yankees, I know.
My most hated baseball team.
Yeah.
I can't stand the Yankees. They can
The Colorado Rockies. I mean, I love them. Don't get me wrong, but holy fuck, man! There's only so many bad seasons you can take.
Well, it's because they set your expectations so high in the beginning of the year, and then you just get crushed really hard at the end of the year.
They always have like the highest ranked farm system. They always have all these great kids, and then they just sell them, and it's like, what the fuck are you doing?
It's either like with the Rockies, they have a good start to the season, then they suck where they will not make the playoffs, and in their last like month, they absolutely go off that. They would have played that way the whole year. They would have been one of the best teams in baseball. They always do that shit, and you're like, what the fuck are you guys playing for now? You guys suck.
I specifically hate that, like when they're good and then they suck for like 2 months, and then it's like, if we win like X amount of games, we can make it. And then they're like doing okay, so you kind of have to like stay tuned because you're like, they might make it, but then like they end up missing by like 3 games. You're like, fuck, man, I just wasted the last month paying attention to your bullshit.
All right, so now that we're back, we're gonna go back to NFL real fast. I'm gonna ask each one of you a quick synopsis of how you would, if you stepped in the GM seat of your favorite team, what would you guys do? First 4 or 5 moves, not trading. I mean, you can trade what blah blah blah. In your eyes, what are the first 4 or 5 moves or things or whatever that need to happen to make your team successful? I'm going to start with Garcia with the Texans.
Oh, God. Oh, okay. First 5 moves, right?
Yeah, I mean, it could be trades, it could be releases,
yeah.
It could be whatever you need to do to start making your team more successful.
They've already fucked up with all the decisions of paying people that don't even play for that fucking team anymore, so they're fucked there. But trade Deshaun, though, for some draft picks, for at least 2 to 3 draft picks. You could send them, I don't know, anywhere, right? Focus on O-line, corner, and quarterback. No. We don't need a quarterback.
You got the fucking giraffe.
We got Davis Mills, man. He's decent. I think we're okay.
You
but
can
legit
build with them.
You can, but yeah, O-line, D-line, and the corner. And trading. Deshaun, for sure.
And so you're going to go after what in the draft?
Position-wise, or
Yeah, position wise, what's your first pick?
First pick. Oh
Not
fuck.
who, just what position do you think that like Houston needs to take this first pick? This is the position they need right now.
With their third pick, I think they'll go with the left guard. Absolutely.
All right. Diver with the Browns.
Oh. So I definitely think it's going to have to be draft capital. It's going to be the biggest thing. So I think it, and also free agency. So they are going to have some cap to be able to play with. I think they should keep their core with obviously Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt. And then I think stick with the receivers that they have right now, but build off of them, add more to them. And then you said what?
You keep Jarvis?
I think because Jarvis, I believe, has one more year to his contract. This isn't his last year. I know there's conversations that him being traded because it will be his last year, but I think give him one more year, see how we do, but at least that gives us something to build off of. And then I think on the defensive side, we definitely need to sign some free agents, build up our linebacker core, because I think, in my opinion, that's our weakest point. We don't have strong, good linebackers. We have some good veterans that do the job, but they're not standouts and they don't help. And then definitely I think D line and especially in the middle to be able to help out Myles Garrett. I think we bring back Jadeveon Clowney because he actually did really
Anybody
well.
counting how many moves these are now?
No.
Give me a second. I'm gonna order them. All right.
Oh, so we have to listen to all this and then order.
And
them.
then order. Yeah.
All right. Fuck off. Listen here, you little bitch. Steven's gonna take 20 minutes because he's gonna talk about how he's gonna get a new line, keep Drew Lock for fucking 17 years. Fuck off.
That's why I kept him for last.
But so I think in the draft, our first one, we go after a wide receiver because we should have a mid-round, first-round draft pick, and I think there's going to be some solid wide receivers still there because this draft is defensive heavy. I think in free agency, we go after linebackers and definitely try to sign a middle age or younger defensive tackle to help out. Third, we definitely bring back Jadeveon Clowney. I know he wants his money, and that's the biggest thing he wants. But I also know he said he would be willing and happy to come back to Cleveland. And then I think the fourth move is to get good, at least solid backup offensive line because of the fact of our offensive line has shown that it gets hurt quite a bit. And when they get hurt, we don't have a lot of people to replace them. And then fifth move, I say ride out Baker. Give him one more year.
All right, Steven, this is where I'm going to ask you real quick. You have Baker Mayfield. Do you ride with him, or do you commit to him, or do you see what he's done in the past and you say we're going a different direction?
So you give him until the Bible already committed. He's already been committed to. Give him to the bye week.
All right, Steven. All right, guys, here we go. Steven?
I was gonna say you go first.
I just got a fresh beer, so this is perfect timing.
You want me to go first to talk about Denver?
You want? I thought I was going last.
Well, it was going to be you, and then I'm just here to listen. But okay, I'll go first. So first thing, we need to hire Hackett. He's offensive minded. Our defense is fine. Our defense can take care of themselves. He'll probably hire someone that's fine. So we hire Hackett as our head coach. Second move we make is to, God damn it, you're gonna hate me, is go after Rodgers and pick up Devontae. I know they're capped, blah blah blah, but go after them, bring in that that firepower, and fuck the league. Third, we go after and get a good offensive. We upgrade our offensive line. If we can pick up Ryan Jensen, that's great. If not, we pick up a couple people to upgrade our line. Our line is actually not too bad with Garrett Bowles and Dalton Reisner. If we just stay healthy, I think we need more depth at the offensive line too. Third, we re-sign, or is that third? fourth. Yeah, fourth. We re-sign our Kenny Young, Alexander Johnson. We let Jewel walk, and then we get one of them. Then we pick up a edge rusher to coincide with Cooper. Not edge rusher as far as like ice linebacker, but defensive end to help with Cooper and Chubb. And then my personal opinion is I think we should trade Chubb because he's just sitting money now because he's just injured all the time. And then fifth, we re-sign Melvin and we keep that two-headed monster. Steven, you're up.
God, okay.
Here we go, boys.
Yeah, here we
Prepare
go.
yourselves.
First,
No one cares.
fuck you.
I care. Go ahead.
Whatever Peyton Manning offers, let him become the owner. Doesn't matter what John offers. Fuck it. Who gives a shit? Let Peyton.
It's not. I think they're going together as a group, but okay.
I thought they were separate groups, but whatever.
Peyton cannot afford billions. He doesn't have billions of dollars to his name. So
I don't care. That's what I'm saying. I don't care what he has. Let the man take control of this team. He cares more about this team than I would even say John does at this point. I agree. Sign Hackett. I think he's the best option we have. I don't think Dan Quinn's gonna come here. I'd say let Melvin and Callahan walk.
ooh, okay.
Resign Darby. Let him play opposite of Surtain. If you're gonna go after a quarterback, either Russ or Deshaun. Somebody who's not super old, but somebody who can play for at least 5+ if they have it in them and is willing to mentor somebody young. Whether we sign a young quarterback from another team or whether we draft a young quarterback, somebody who's going to be here for the next half a decade. And yeah, I agree with you. Sign Kenny Young, sign Alexander Johnson, get rid of Josie Jewell. And I'd say trade Bradley Chubb away for. Think you can get a first round pick? Maybe an early second round pick. Because what's his name? Is it Reed? I mean, he's perfectly fine. He stays healthy too. So that 5, I think 5. Don't go after Rodgers and fucking Devontae. But yeah, let Melvin and Callahan walk. Don't need them. Javonte's a solid number 1, and that Crockett.
So why do you say that you put Melvin at the number 2 then and let Javonte be Melvin takes a pay cut?
If Melvin's willing to take a pay cut, but I mean, I think Crockett does Melvin's job perfectly fine. Crockett showed that he can run last season. You don't need somebody to come in and take a load off. I think Javonte needs more free reign. Need somebody who's just going to come in every 7-8 plays and let him take a breather. And I mean, it's pointless to pay Melvin Gordon more than what he would be doing.
Huh. Well, good job, fellas.
Huh.
Well, we talked about all that fun stuff. You guys got anything before we head out? Abby's wanting Dairy Queen, so.
Oh, snap, DQ.
I mean, we didn't talk about the divisional round at all.
Oh shit!
But,
Right.
you know.
Let's talk about that real fast. Let's talk about this crazy ass weekend. All right. So first off, whoever posted our TikTok, and I know the only person that has the ability to post a TikTok. I don't know who the hell said that it would have been. It's an upset that the Chiefs won because it's not. Chiefs were a number 2 seed, so it's not an upset.
Chiefs were favorited for the whole time.
So they're not an upset. Don't know who posts to the TikTok, but
it is an upset. They had 13 seconds left. They should have lost.
But it's technically not an upset though because they were
before
favored.
before the game they were favorited. So how's that an upset? During the game,
during the game, it's an upset.
But it's not technically an upset if they won.
I don't care.
Of course, because everything is right.
You have the ability to hop on and do it.
You're doing good, man. You're doing great.
Yeah.
He's got a kid.
I do actually appreciate the fact that some of those videos that you post about like the clips of these do get some good views on them. So way to go.
Thank you.
Bengals Titans. Steven got his wish that the Titans lost. Way to go, man. We're so proud of you. Bengals looked great. I don't know. Actually, Bengals didn't look great.
Neither of them looked great. They both looked like dog shit.
That's true.
It was terrible.
Then we had the Bucks and the Rams. That was a fantastic game. We thought Brady was going to do it again, and alas, that might have been Brady's last game.
I was gonna say it's a good game depending on what side you were rooting for.
Right. And then we had one of the better games too. I think they're all great games actually. San Fran at Green Bay. San Fran won that one. San Fran officially has Rodgers' number, so hope to God that if we do get him, we don't play San Fran ever.
I don't think that was a good game. I honestly think that was the worst game of the fucking weekend. It's terrible.
Yeah. And then the best game of the weekend was the Buffalo at Kansas City. Holy shit, what a game.
It was an entertaining last like 45 minutes. Like real time 45 minutes. Cuz that last 15 minutes took an hour and a half.
That whole game was great. The whole game was great.
Did Butker,
I think that was the best.
Did Butker miss a field goal before half? He did, right?
Possibly.
Yeah.
But that was the best divisional round I think I've ever seen. So props to them. Props to the NFL. If it's rumors are coming out that all these people are saying that it's rigged and it's scripted or whatever. So props to the NFL for putting on this great show.
I was gonna say if it's scripted, that's some fucking amazing scripting. Holy shit.
Yeah. An absolute amazing scripting that I don't know how that works, but do you, boo boo? I don't care if it's scripted or not. That's some damn good football right there.
I'll say it was entertaining no matter what.
They had me kind of horny, dog.
Do you potentially see any game this weekend being just terrible, like a blowout?
No.
If there is gonna be one,
it might be the NFC.
See, I was gonna say different.
I was gonna say Chiefs blowing out the Bengals.
Yeah, I say if there is gonna be one, I would say it would be Chiefs blowing out the Bengals.
See, the Bengals already beat the Chiefs, so I'm kind of hoping they do it again. So.
I think everybody.
I do too, but it's one of those things of, I mean, you also learn from stuff like that and how you gotta be or supposed to, right?
You're supposed to.
Patrick Mahomes is Patrick Mahomes, so yeah, we don't know what we're getting ourselves. And you gotta think too, they played at Cincinnati at Paul Brown Stadium when they won. This is going to Arrowhead in January in the AFC Championship. Brady has even said that is the loudest place he's ever played, and Burrow was like, it's not even close to being as loud as I think New Orleans or something like that. So, that's gonna be tough because Arrowhead is a tough place to play. I don't know why I'm saying it like I've played it there before, but
I think it's gonna be a shootout. I really do.
Yeah.
I mean, not like last weekend. I don't think it's gonna go back and forth like that, but I think it's.
Yeah, I do too.
I think that.
And then we move on to the Pro Bowl, guys. The Pro Bowl's
yeah. Gives a shit.
Isn't that just must-watch football?
Totally.
Hey, they brought the dodgeball back. That's really all I'm looking forward to.
That's really all that matters.
The actual skills challenges, like those would be fun because like who could throw the farthest and all this and that.
Yeah,
those are so fun to watch.
It'd be the only way I'd watch the Pro Bowl. I literally haven't watched the Pro Bowl since they've moved to that new format where they pick teams. I don't give a shit.
Yep.
They tried to make it entertaining.
It's hard to watch when it doesn't matter.
Yep. Well, that matters to the players because they get money. Yeah, well, we don't.
What are you incentivizing me?
Yeah. Another just weekend between the championship games and freaking the Super Bowl.
I mean, even then, like what? The NFL has partnerships with like Buffs, Pizza Hut. You can send out coupons, but to be honest, I just take the coupon. I still wouldn't watch the Pro Bowl. I don't give a shit.
You had to be watching the Pro Bowl to get this. Okay, I'll turn it on for 5 minutes.
The Pro Bowl has little codes that go across the ticker.
You're just in there writing them down.
you're trying to submit codes for like half off pizza and shit.
But I mean, it's also the same thing of like the Pro Bowl. It's just been different because, like, granted, I get they're trying to protect players and stuff, but it's not like where it was.
Where it used to be.
Yeah, where like you actually had fuck. Why am I just drawing a blank on his name? The safety for Washington that laid out.
Sean Taylor.
Yeah.
God, how do you freaking idiot?
I had it, and then right when I started talking, it slipped my mind. And I was like, "What the fuck?"
I bet it did, you slut.
I honestly feel like they're going for a route that's more interesting for the people who actually go. Like, they're gonna be in Vegas, and they're like promoting that like that's a huge thing. It's like, motherfucker, I'm not in Vegas. Care.
How many people do you think go with DUIs and kill someone? I say over under 2.
I'd say over under 5. I think 2 is low.
For Vegas, yeah, that's pretty low. Yeah, I don't know. The Pro Bowl just. NFL Honors, though. Watch the Honors. Who's hosting it this right now?
My mom.
Oh, well, that would be really fucking boring because my mom hasn't watched.
I mean, whoever it's going to be, they better do a good job like Drake did back in the day.
Did Drake host an NFL Honors?
Was it the NFL Honors or was it something else?
Probably something else. I don't remember him hosting.
NBA.
Was it the NBA Honors?
Yes.
All right, listen. Don't catch an attitude with me.
Do what the hell I want.
I think Tyler's tired now.
Make me.
Oh, I will, Daddy.
Little shit, boy. I just want my Dairy Queen, dog.
I think we're at the end of it. Everybody's kind of tired now.
Garcia hasn't said 2 words for like the past year.
I was gonna say Garcia hasn't said anything since his 5 things about his team.
No, my bad, man. I had something come up.
Oh yeah, I bet you did. Your wiener, huh?
Oh.
You freaking dirty whore. Garcia, are you Mexican?
Yeah, why?
Just checking.
Did you not hear how he was talking earlier about the restaurants?
No.
He was putting a little accent in there.
Say we've known
Mira the queso was fucking disgusting.
We've known Garcia for almost 10 years. Are you Mexican?
Damn, it's almost been what? 10? You said 10 years?
It's almost been 10 years.
God dang. I need to.
Tyler got
Steven,
recruited.
how long have I known you?
You've known me since 2008, but we've been friends for 10 years.
Tell them how we became friends.
Why do we want to do this right at the end of the show?
Real quick, so I can make fun of you, dumbass.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't have a car. I had a night class at college. My night class got canceled because it started to fucking snow. But I was already at school, so I had to wait for a ride. And I'm sitting outside in fucking shorts because it was a nice day during the day. So I'm sitting outside in shorts, and I'm freezing my ass off. And Tyler just comes and pulls up, and he goes, "Man, you want to sit in my car for a few minutes? It's cold out here." Tyler lets me sit in his car until my ride comes. And then after that, we just started being friends. And Tyler was nowhere near as hostile or as mean to me before, but that just kind of happened.
Because I felt bad because you were always wanting to kill yourself.
Jesus Christ.
Now I kind of have to be nice. Or now I'm mean. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, you're mean because now I'm not fucking an emotional crybaby all the time.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah. Huh. Well, it was nice when I wasn't getting made fun of all the time.
Well, see, now you can take it.
But that was so long ago.
Yep. Now you're just
so long ago.
All right, I'm done. I'm gonna go get some Dairy Queen.
That was a really, really weak end to this, but all right.
Wasn't it?
It was. It was a dead end.
Hopefully, people are still stuck around. But if not, then
I doubt it.
I don't know.
They tuned out when we started arguing about the Aaron Rodgers stuff. They don't care.
Let's go.
Yep. All right, guys. Well, thanks for tuning in. Really appreciate it. If you guys did stay around this long, holy shit, you deserve a gold star. That's crazy. But we've been the Most
Just
Case
give it a second.
Podcast. Jeez. We've been the Most Case Podcast. You can find us on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and then you can listen to us on all kinds of different platforms, mostly Anchor and Spotify. But you guys have a good night. Talk to you later.
Suck it.